Hey everybody, welcome to Working Horses with Jim. Today we're going to go on a little adventure up into the woods. Jim's going to pick me up in a minute. I'm on the porch and we're going to head up the road with Bill and Baron to get a load of logs and a Christmas tree. There are tiny little snowflakes in the air. We had a wonderful Thanksgiving. And there's a short time till Christmas is here. So today I'm taking advantage of this trip up to the woods with Jim to get some of the things I'd like to do for decorating for Christmas. So we hope that you enjoy the journey today as we share about our life with draft horses.
Careful step.
And we're off with Bill, and we're off with Baron and Earl.
Copper.
Well, it's a brisk one today.
I forgot I looked where my chains might have been, and they weren't there where I thought they might have been, so that probably means they're up in the woods. So I think we'll get loaded up. I'll have to hold the horses while I load up, and I'll come down to maybe that first landing and unhitch it there and drive up, see if the chains are up where I think they are. Well, they may not be there because I cut that tree, so I'm not sure.
I hope you can find them before the snow covers them up.
Yeah. If they're not there or close by, they gotta be home in the shop, maybe.
So did you want to take this time to answer some questions?
It looks good, yep.
So we did think that we'd take these few moments to answer some questions that have come up in the comments. We thank you for your comments, and we do read them, and we'll try to answer a few of them right now. Does your hay feeder you towed have a gate so you could load a round bale inside of it?
It doesn't have a gate, but it's got planks that slide down a slot, so it's very easy to pull those planks out and slide a round bale into that feeder. So yes, it has a way to put round bales in. Yep.
Okay. And Jim, are you pleased with the drainage, that area that is so wet nearing the end of the video? Are you pleased with how it's draining right now? Since you had
I am pleased with how it's draining, but because it's newly drained, it takes a while for let's call them tunnels, for the water to travel through to get to the tiles. So it takes a year or two really for that tile to really drain properly. It's working good even now, but it will get even better. And so that's one reason why there's still a fair amount of water in the barnyard. It may not ever be 100% fix, directly after a rain, it's still going to be wet. But that's just the way it is.
It seemed to me that it drains faster, though.
Yes, definitely.
Which
it
is
seems
really
like
nice.
The barnyard dries out faster, yes.
Yeah. Nice trailer, Jim. Why don't you put the hay holder you dragged, tip it on its side and attach 4 wheels of some sort? Even lawnmower wheels. Seems it would be far better than dragging it on the ground, which will eventually rot the floor lying on the ground 24/7.
Okay, now I'm assuming you're talking about my hay sheds that I have, and which I just moved into the barnyard. That is made on skids, so it is quite easy to skid, and there's just no need of putting wheels on them because it's quite easy just to skid it from place to place. I move it very rarely, and it's works just fine the way it is as far as that part goes. The floor of the shed does not actually lay on the ground because, like I said, there's runners on it, and so they would be the first things to rot away, and they could be easily replaced. So I think you'll find that they won't rot out for quite some time. It's mostly made out of tamarack, so it should last quite a long time.
I have a question.
We've got an interesting thing coming at us.
Somebody's riding a horse, I believe.
Probably an Amish. We have a few of the Amish that actually do a little training. I think they train for other people, and sometimes they just ride because they like to ride. I don't know if it's an Amish or not, but we'll have to be careful not to point the camera at them too much.
You're right.
Even if it isn't Amish.
Do you think these horses will be worked up over them?
No. I don't see an Amish hat, so maybe it's not.
Might not be. And the other question is how that horse is going to react.
And Skip. See, that's Skip even.
Yeah. I think he'll be fine on here.
It's not Amish. Come on now. Get up, Earl. Gee. Get up there. Get up there. Get up there. Oh. Oh. Just come on by, I guess. Oh.
Skippy. Sorry.
All right, careful step. Well, that kind of surprised me. I didn't expect Earl to be freaking out over that, but he did a little.
Maybe it's hard for them, to vision the concept because he was sitting on top of the horse. It might have looked weird to him.
Yeah, I have no idea. Oh, yeah. I think people have their horses work so well at home and think that they're so good. And then I think a lot of people will take horses out into the public, like, for example, a parade, and they expect them to do as good out in public as they did at home. And sometimes it's quite a surprise to them, and it could be quite dangerous and for themselves and other people. So when you guys are contemplating taking your horses to a parade, it's very important to kind of get them used to it even before they go to a parade. Have plenty of time in the traffic, have things like even someone riding a horse, something like that, so that they're used to it. So anyways, we gotta get Skip off so we can get some exercise. Get off. Calf step. It does work good if he's going to be coming up here quite a bit when I'm hauling logs. He's been doing really well on the road, but if he was to ever misbehave or whatever, I like to be able to holler to him, have him come and get on the cart and ride, and I can hold him between my legs, and he rides good. So, but he really needs the exercise because he's just a dog that just wants to go. So I love it up in the woods here. We got a lot of road for him to run on and a lot of woodland for him to cover.
Yeah, he was just gone in a split second.
We may not see him for a little while, yeah.
Oh, he's already barking at something.
Yeah, he loves little animals.
He loves birds. He's crazy about birds.
So you told everybody the purpose of our trip?
Yeah, I did. You excited about the Christmas tree?
Oh, I'm thrilled.
It's really nice out here today with just a little dusting of snow. I think we have time for another question. Seems like because of the last video we had, there's a lot of questions about equipment. How do you normally move your excavator?
I have to hire someone to do it normally. So I have a couple different options there that guys will come over with their rig and haul it for me. One of my neighbors here close by actually comes over with his tractor and his flatbed trailer, and we load it on that when I'm hauling this short little distance up here to our land up the road. But now with the new dump trailer, I will be able to put it right on there, and then I can run it all over the place myself, which is great. Even this afternoon, after we get this load of logs home, I'll come back up with the pickup and my dump trailer and get the skid steer and the cart and bring them home, because I'll be working at home for a little while now until the Amish call on me for more logs. And after the ground freezes up, it'll be a lot better logging. We'll be out of the mud.
Yeah, I think this trailer is going to open up a whole bunch of new opportunities, which is going to be great. Jim, how long do you think you can keep doing the harnessing the horses, I think is what Jack McCracken asked.
Is Jack saying I'm getting old? Hopefully, Lord willing, for many, many, many years to come.
Yep. When do you plan on retiring? I'm asking you that.
Well,
because a lot of people ask it.
Well, I tell people I have been retired for years. I get up every morning, I get retired, and I go to bed, and next morning I get up again and get retired all over again.
Yep, that's his standard line, but basically you don't plan on retiring.
No.
If you can keep going, you're going to keep going. Are you ever going to milk Pansy again?
We don't know yet. We should, actually, I'm actually hoping even this week get her checked to see if she's bred. Yeah. And then we'll know.
Yep. Yeah, we'll keep you tuned into that. Has Brenda ever rode the horse backwards videoing Jim? That would be a no way. I'm not a cowgirl or whatever. So no, that's a definite no. I don't have a huge amount of experience riding horses, hardly any actually. I love how Bill is so careful to place his hind feet. I think this was when you were down in the Adirondacks. Mm-hmm. Why do you use an overcheck? Sometimes the horse looked like his neck was getting tired.
Okay, Bill, I wouldn't call that an overcheck. I don't have overchecks really on any of my horses. They're just regular check reins. But on Bill's check especially, that is as loose as it possibly can be. So he surely isn't lifting his head up because of the overcheck or check rein. It's just his natural way of working. So that's just the way he is. And even talking about that, if you look at these two here, so I have Baron on my right and Earl on my left. These are the pair of full brothers, Suffolks, that I've been working quite a bit together lately. And if you look at Baron's, the check rein is laying right on his back. It's very, very, very loose. There's nothing. He'd have to put his head down, way down to his neck yoke before he could even feel any pressure on the check rein. Earl, on the other hand, I have it higher than I basically ever have on a horse. As you can see, every time he walks, that check rein slacks a little bit, then it goes tight. And it forces him to keep his head in the air. And the reason I do that with him is because he has had a terrible, terrible, terrible habit of going down and biting the neck yoke continually. And I'm just sick of it. And so I have it cranked right up tighter than I've really ever had a horse, shortened up. And I've also got it through at the bridle, it's a little bit different also. It kind of forces his head straight up more. And this is just temporary. He has been getting so much better as far as going down and biting the neck yoke. If I released it, I'm sure he'd go right back to his old habit. So I'm going to have to keep it pretty tight for quite a while and get him used to and always holding his head up there. And but after a while, I mean, it could be 6 months, it could be a year, it could be 2 years. I can release that so that he doesn't have to, he can do whatever he wants, but he won't hopefully at that point be going down and causing a nuisance and just biting at the neck yoke. Okay, I can do one of two things here. Here we are out on my landing where I want to get some logs. And I actually have my other wagon sitting there because that's where I left it when I came back out with my last load. Yesterday I actually logged with these two, and I went and got a load of logs and took a load with my new dump trailer up to the Amish sawmill, and that worked really nice. But so I left the wagon there, and I was going to leave one wagon up here, and I think I still will, but I think I'll just go up there. I might as well just pull the pin and load that one up since right there. Kept up. I don't want to have to hitch on twice. So, another thing I could do, I could just push it back. Why don't I just do that? So once you hold the horses.
Okay. Come on. You want to drive? Want me to hold them this way or?
strap it on.
Hard to get up with all them clothes on.
Tough stuff. If you want, you can just ride out with me and we'll grab that with chains and find them. I'm gonna pull the pin, drive out to the other spot where I think the chains are, and come back and hitchhike on and go.
Oh,
But you gotta get your cheese somewhere.
I know.
So maybe you'll find something on the way out.
Down by this past this sand
Yep.
pit, right? Because I think there's some stuff along there. Maybe might be good. We've had so little snow yet this year, so it's kind of nice to see the snow. Our son Levi and his family down in Vermont got a foot of snow on Thanksgiving Day, but we barely got anything.
So I'm just gonna pull here off the road and pull the pin. Let's see what we'll find.
Okay.
Oh. That couples up.
It always amazes me that they seem to know what's behind them before they get started. Is that because they heard you drop the pin, you think?
Maybe.
You think they'd lean, if they thought it was still there, they'd lean right into it a lot more.
Depends a lot on where the horses are in their training program and how much experience they have too. The difference between Earl and Baron are pretty great. When I ask them to pull a heavy load, Baron knows more so than Earl, so he kind of jumps right on it pretty fast, and Earl kind of goes really slow. But he keeps right on lugging, so he does great. But over time, the more they get worked, the more they're going to have a desire to pull, which means they're going to kind of dig into it a little bit faster. They won't be quite so easy going into the load. I mean, I can control them and keep them easy enough, but they won't be, they're not going to be deadheads.
Well, yeah, I agree with that. But I'm just saying, even when you're logging, it just amazes me that they know whether there's something heavy behind them or not when they start out. And I don't know how they know.
They're probably smarter than the average human.
Maybe.
I'm not saying you're just average. You're way above average, so don't have to worry about it.
Thank you.
So you're working for a tree. That's a good one right there.
I know, that's not bad.
Good. Problem solved. Look at home.
I'm not fussy, but I do. How small is that, though? That's pretty small. Even that one's kind of cute right there. It's kind of... What kind of tree is that over there?
Probably Scotch pine.
I really, as weird as it is, I kind of like pine trees.
White pine?
Yeah, white pine.
That's white pine, yeah.
I know. You got to go down here anyway.
A whole bunch of white pine. We'll be going by a whole bunch of nice stand mint.
Oh, good.
They're really thick. So I wouldn't mind cutting some out. Oh, that's right. I just remembered I was working on this culvert months ago now, and I have never got it fixed.
Oh, they can't go through there, can they?
Not very easy. I think we'll go around. Go that other spot. Forgot all about that. I was going to get that with the excavator when it's still in here. I live it.
Thank you for not trying it. Brother. Looks pretty bad.
I live it. Oh, let's back up so we show everybody.
Yeah, I tried to show him, but I'll show him a little more.
Right. So this is a big, oh, I don't know if it's a 10 or, looks like about a 10-inch tile. Oh.
Please
And
ho.
it's made a concrete drainage pipe, you know. And it was just not coming through this very well. So earlier this summer, when I was going by with the excavator, I dug it up, and but then I knew I was going to need some hand work, so I left it, and I forgot all about it. And now, so anyways, I'll have to come back here and fix this later at some point, but probably not till next summer. Kept up. Okay, if one trail doesn't work, we'll take another trail.
There's Skip. I wondered where he was. I noticed when you were loading up with the skid steer, he sat right beside the horses.
Skip did.
Yep.
When I'm logging with him, when I'm cutting trees and such, he tends to stay right with the horses and stays away from the tree, which is good. Careful, guys. Julie.
Actually, you're going to end up where you could come back out where we started, right?
I could, but I won't.
Better to come back this way.
Yeah.
Whoa!
Watch your branches. This is probably a part of the land that people have never seen. Bunch of Scotch pine in here, some red pine.
Is that red pine right there?
I'm not sure what you're pointing to. It's
Those
mostly all Scotch
little
pine.
ones.
No, it's all Scotch pine. There's some white pine here. But up ahead it's a lot thicker. Let's go this way here. Oh, this is kind of where I was thinking, but it's not quite like I was thinking it was, but it still could be.
So Jim's going to look for his tire chains that he thinks he left by where he was logging. And I'll see if I can find something that'll work for a Christmas tree. Hey dude, where you been? Here comes Jim, and I haven't found a tree for sure yet. I just like up there, I saw one coming in that it'll be fine. I'll just walk up along ahead here. Did you find your chains? Oh, that's too bad. How are you boys doing? You having fun out in the woods? Yes, definitely. What about you, Earl? Okay, I'll make up my mind soon. Wait a minute. I can work with that. It's pretty tall though, isn't it? If you cut that off there. Yeah, it's fine. What is that one right there? Why does it look so different? That's kind of cool. As long as it would, maybe you don't want to cut because it's different. It's more full looking. Yeah.
It's a flat side here, but that's okay.
Oh, I want a flat side. I'm happy for a flat side. Well, yeah, it'll work because I'll just trim it.
You want it shorter here, or you cut it off like here?
Yeah.
Right here, you could put a star on it, whatever.
Yeah, maybe just a little higher than that, but yeah, very good. What a man.
Nice.
He's carrying the tree from me.
Back them up with that.
Back up. Back up. Gee. Careful. Careful.
Go ahead.
Ho. Jim's gonna come back and get that later. I may have made a mistake with that tree, but we'll do our best to make it beautiful. Thanks for carrying my tree for me.
Hey. Hey.
Naughty boys.
That's
So, they wanted to go around, turn around. They're like, what?
So we can pick that up in more greens when we come back up with the trailer to get the skid steer.
Yeah, I don't want too many. I'll have a lot to trim off of that thing. But it'll be good.
Look at that. Ah. Oh. Bah. Ah. Ha. 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 Oh. No. Happy. Hey. Bah. Bah. Oh. Yep. And careful step.
So we're on our way home. I wanted to take a minute to thank everyone for the orders that you have placed, and we're getting those out to you. And just remind you that we do have new toques we have new toques in stock, and we have those new trucker hats. We still have calendars and t-shirts. So if you order soon, you'll get them in time for Christmas. And I wanted to say I feel sad for you, our Canadian friends, because I know they're on strike in the Postal Service, but hopefully that will resolve soon. That's rough this time of year.
And I'd like to thank everybody for the birthday wishes. Had a good birthday. Thank you.
And a lot of people ask, how am I doing with my leg? Well, it's been a long journey and it still bothers me, but I feel hopeful and like I'm making some progress with some of the exercises and so on I'm doing to recuperate. So thank you so much. I appreciate all your prayers and thoughts.
All right. All right. All right. If you're wondering if one of them's ahead of the other, look at the evener. The evener never lies. So we were heading up the road, and Roger and Linda drove by, and Skip was not very good, so we had to put him back on the car. Getting a lot of manure right there, aren't they?
Yeah. It really does help when you move the bales around sometimes like that. It's really getting rid of a lot of stuff right here. Ken looks like he's been rolling. Looks terrible.
Oh. Casey, sit down.
So we have Duke and Bill in here. They're still harnessed up. Jim had worked them earlier today doing some stuff, and he thought he was going to get some more things done with them. That's why they're not unharnessed, but the days are so short that probably this is it for them. So they'll get unharnessed and brushed, and we will go back up there and get the tree and some greens, and that'll probably be it for today. So we're back up in the woods with the dump trailer. Jim's going to show us how it works. He did say earlier that he wondered exactly how this was going to go because this ramp is a little bit steep for the skid steer. What'd you think?
Well, guys, I forgot one thing. Before I load equipment, I have to put those jacks down, and I did not. That's why the whole trailer kind of tipped ahead. But it went to work with the excavator, but the skid steer, it was fine. And so now I just gotta put the ramps back in and close these doors so I can let my cart down. And I'm just gonna let the tongue sticker it out and run it home.
I have a question. Was it scary?
No.
It was for me. This is going to be so nice for Jim because so many times he's had to like drive home like that with the skid steer if you wanted to bring the skid steer home or whatever. So this is going to be great.
Get that ratchet strap on me.
Where is it?
Back of the truck.
We're all loaded up. Got the greens, the tree. Now we got our dog. And it's time to go home. So we hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for coming along today. Well, maybe we should go home and have a cup of hot chocolate.
Sounds good to me.
Yep. We'll see you later.